Welcome back to the Hot 7 Nightly News. Thank you for staying with us. The Castries mayor is intent on addressing what he says is the haphazard manner in which vending takes place along the streets in the capital. On Tuesday, our cameras caught up with him as he and his team embarked upon a walkabout inspection.
We had a walk this morning primarily to see about reinforce where there will be no vending, because lately we know that people are vending anywhere. So we are establishing that. Secondly, what we are doing there, we took measurements and so on so that we start giving out the tents. So as I said before, we'll have a uniform vending system. We don't want everybody bringing anything in the thing. And while on the tour, we could see the mess that is in town, where people just put things, old pallets, old wood, I mean, come on. I mean, this is a city, so we are now cleaning up again. We are on a cleaning campaign. So I'm calling the vendors, especially who believes the slabs on the place, the stones on the place. We had recently that a foreigner just got knocked down with one of them. So all these things. So we are on a cleaning campaign, not only because of the 40th independence, but we are just to make sure that Castries on the whole stays clean.
The mayor has been taken to task on several occasions by the president of the Craft and Dry Goods Vendors Association for what he perceives as heavy-handedness. A major shake-up is coming for struggling regional airline Liat as main shareholder governments await a detailed report on the airline's operations. The pending changes, which could determine the airline's fate, are expected in a matter of months. Among the changes will be the implementation of a performance index to help determine promotion and pay increases, possibly a new funding model, and amendments to labor laws in Antigua and Barbuda, where the airline is currently based. While it is still early to say if Barbados, the majority shareholder, would cut back on its contribution to the air carrier, Minister for Tourism gave Barbados Today an interview where he said there is a strong possibility that changes would be coming in terms of subsidization. Antigua and Barbuda, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Dominica are other major shareholders in the airline. The St. Aloysius R.C. Boys Primary School hosts its annual Academic Awards of Excellence at the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception under the theme Celebrating Excellence 15 Years and Beyond.
The St. Aloysius R.C. Boys Primary School celebrated its students in grand style last week when it hosted its annual Academic Awards of Excellence. Don Howell, who is a former student and teacher at the all-boys school, addressed the students, speaking to them on a number of important topics, including their behavior, their future, and the way they are perceived. Howell warned that a different approach is needed when speaking about the young men of the nation. Rather than sensationalize the negatives, he said, more focus should be placed on the positives.
In today's world, we need to celebrate our boys. Negative behavior from boys is frequently highlighted, making us believe that boys, and by extension men, are at risk. The RC Boys Primary School is demonstrating that boys are doing positive things from a tender age.
Howell, now the acting principal at the St. Mary's College, said he was honored to stand before his alma mater. He explained to the youngsters that they don't need to be rich or decorated to be excellent, and that it is the little things in life which will put them on that path towards achieving greatness.
You are being taught values daily by your teachers. You learn different and new things daily. The point is, excellence is not when you are recognized, is not when you are only recognized with trophies. Excellence is when you do what you are supposed to do and do it well. So we can be excellent with good manners, saying good morning, saying excuse me when interrupting. We can be excellent with discipline, following our school rules, being obedient to your teachers. We can also demonstrate excellence by demonstrating commitment to our schoolwork. We want to be able to show, or rather you want to be able to show, that you can do more and better than you did the last time.
He continued on speaking about his humble beginnings both at home and at school, a beginning which he did not allow to hinder him from working towards a bright and promising future for himself.
I sometimes came to school and I sometimes laugh this one out with some of my friends who went to St. Mary's College with me, with my bread and ketchup inside to make it seem like there was a sausage or something there before. My haircuts were extraordinary because they were done at home with a scissors by my mother. So you could imagine the patches I had coming to school. I never got trophies, but when I left the RC Boys School, I got the ultimate recognition of being part of a group who could have made it to a secondary school and part of the few who made it to St. Mary's College. At SMC, I continued to work hard because I knew my goal was to be able to do better for myself. That goal, which I had as an RC boy, still drives me. It is what enabled me and motivated me to gain higher education. You heard earlier a bachelor's and then a master's degree.
Obstacles and people, he said to the boys, should never prevent you from achieving your goals. The theme of the ceremony was celebrating excellence 15 years and beyond. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I'm Rochelle Gonzalez.
The race for the title of the 2019 Independence Song Competition winner is on. Entries are officially in and Independence Committee representatives are touting an exciting assortment of musical talent. They anticipate the public will be thrilled to hear the songs. Solange Alfred reports.
St. Lucia's 40th Independence Anniversary has inspired a host of initiatives to commemorate the big day. Coordinator on the 40th Independence Anniversary Committee with the responsibility for the Independence Song Competition, Buffalo Odlum, says that a sense of anticipation has begun to build around the competition, and the internal vetting team looks forward to going through the submissions.
So far it's very exciting times, and I must say from a musical standpoint, I'm very excited about it. I'm very proud, and it gives me a great pleasure to announce that we've had over 50 entries. And of different genres, different tastes, I mean, some indigenous, and I must admit that it's very exciting and it very augurs well in us promoting the 40th anniversary of independence. So today is the 5th, it's the cutoff day, so we're going to start vetting because we have three prize categories.
The 3 prize categories include third place $2,000, second place $5,000, and first place $8,000. Odlum noted that the entries have included a balanced mix of both experienced and amateur singers.
It's a mixture. They're from the biggest names right down to newcomers and want-to-bes and people with talent just waiting to be explored. So yes, so we're excited about that, and of all ages, we'll be very surprised. And I hope we get a chance, and St. Lucia get a chance to hear all these songs.
The coordinator highlighted that the quality of music received from both old and newcomers was of an exceptional standard.
We were telling the songwriters and the producers that the standards are very high, they have done very well. The singing and the artistry is of immaculate proportions. So we have no queries, we have no worries that it's going to be a very exciting one. So we're going to start the vetting process, and I'm sure in a couple of days they're going to know what the results are, and we're going to from internally, and we're going to have a press conference obviously to say the results and for the prizes and everything.
The winner of the Independence Song Competition will be announced by 15th February 2019 and will go on to perform at an Independence event. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solange Alfred.
The Department of Finance has partnered with the Caribbean Center for Development Administration, CARICAD, in the development of a strategic plan aimed at positioning the department as a leader in public financial management with excellence in service delivery and fiscal stability, while enabling the sustained socio-economic well-being of all St. Lucians. More in this report from Glenn Simon.
The Department of Finance has developed a 3-year strategic plan based on the core values of accountability, transparency, professionalism, teamwork, and integrity. Some of the key result areas of the plan includes improvement to revenue collection, oversight, monitoring and evaluation, research, policy planning and implementation, debt management, customer service, organizational development, and promoting economic growth. The Deputy Director of Finance for Administration, Philomene St. Clair, said the planning process began in May of 2018. The Caribbean Center for Development Administration, CARICAD, was instrumental in the formation of the draft strategic plan, including the mission, vision, core values, and mandate for the Department of Finance.
So today, we were able to develop our strategic goals, objectives, and initiatives. And of course, the strategic goals, objectives, and initiatives is really the core of the strategic plan, because from that, we will be able to develop our annual work plans.
St. Clair added that the plan will foster greater cohesion and coordination among the various units in the Department of Finance.
The major departments, Inland Revenue, Customs, and so on, operate with a high level of independence. So it is our hope that, having developed that strategic plan together, that we will be able to present our achievements, report in a more coordinated way, and that it will allow us to work more as a team.
CARICAD, an organization of CARICOM, has been in existence since 1980 and is referred to as the region's focal point for public sector transformation. Devon Rowe, CARICAD's executive director, stated that CARICAD is focused on improving the administrative capabilities of the 17 Caribbean territories it serves, with strategic planning being one of these activities.
Our role here was to help the officers of the Department of Finance to be able to better sequence their activities, to ensure that the activities that have been identified are associated with appropriate strategies, and that those strategies are costed and that they can fit within a budget envelope that the Department of Finance may have. In addition as well, to the reform process is going to require significant thought, action, and even more so, implementation. The PS is focused on achieving results, and we are here to help.
Rowe added that strategic thinking will allow the Department of Finance to adapt to varying problematic situations to become more solution-oriented. The strategic plan is expected to be fully implemented from April 2019. For the National Competitiveness and Productivity Unit, Glenn Simon reporting.
This is the Hot 790 News. Stay with us. There's more news coming up after the break.